I've had some notorious mothers on my stage, and Cindy is one of them. The way she treated her daughters, Maribel and Samantha, was horrific. The last time Cindy was here, she admitted to walking in on her ex sexually abusing a child. And what's even more shocking is that she dropped this sexual deviant off at his family's home, waited 6 hours, then decided to call the police. Not only did Maribel and Samantha confront their mother about this, they also believed that Cindy was using their personal information to commit identity and tax fraud. Take a look. Did your mom ever tell you any of this before about this sexual abuse?
No, I heard it from my grandmother.
What did she tell you?
She told me that my mom walked in on me and another child, and that it was happening to the other child, and she walked in and she walked out. She didn't do anything. She didn't call
So your
anyone.
mom walked in, and a guy that she had been with at the time,
An ex, yes.
an ex, was sexually abusing a child
Right.
in her house.
Right.
And you're there?
And me and my sister were both there on the couch playing around, just playing while this is happening.
And she sees this guy abusing this young boy.
Right.
And she turned around and walked out.
Right.
Did you confront your mother?
I did.
What did she say?
She played the victim. She said none of it happened, that everyone's just lying on her, that CPS is lying on her.
She's really mad at you and your sister.
I know she is.
It's just that you're ungrateful.
But we're mad too, and we have every reason to be. Yeah. And she's mad because she's getting exposed.
She's getting exposed. Did you see the CPS records?
Yes.
And what did they say?
When I aged out of foster care, I received this big binder, and it's so big because we were raised by foster homes. That's how big it is.
You and your sister were taken away.
When we were little, yes.
Yeah.
She never raised us, so for her to say we're disrespectful to her and that she would do anything for us, no, she didn't. She never took classes. She never cared to fill out paperwork that she needed to fill. She didn't do anything.
She didn't do anything to get you back.
She didn't do anything to get us back.
What did the paperwork say?
The paperwork stated that we were sexually assaulted, sexually abused, physically, mentally, sexually abused.
And they have a medical examination of you, and they found that you were invaded.
And it's all in paperwork, although it doesn't say no names, but it's all there, and it's lies. CPS is lying on her. Everyone's lying on her.
I'm told that she stole your identity?
Yes.
How did she do that?
That's the one she loves doing. She gets credit cards out in our name. There was an incident when I was about 8 months pregnant. Me and her were in the car, and she tells me she needs my face recognition on her phone. Now, I'm looking at the phone like, why do you need my face recognition for whatever you're doing on the phone? It says tax something on the top. So I make up some kind of excuse to go inside. I'm tired. It's late. So I'm tired. I go inside. But I just can't forget that how she just tried to rob me and my daughter of whatever she was trying to do.
She tried to use your ID for taxes.
Right. And she put my daughter on that information.
If the show doesn't go the way your mom wants, she's going to call CPS on you and your child.
Right. I received a message that if the show doesn't go in her favor, that she was going to call CPS on me and she was going to expose me.
For what?
I don't know what she has to expose, but I'm a good mom.
Let's meet your mother, Cindy.
Everything you say is a lie because I haven't even texted you anything about this show. I haven't texted you anything about it.
And that's not you're worrying about that, but that's not the bigger problem. The bigger problem is molestation. The bigger problem is the fraud. You're worrying about one little piece of the show. The bigger problem, what about the molestation?
I didn't know anything about it. As soon as
but you waited 6 hours. 6 hours,
yes,
and you called grandma. You didn't call the cops. You called grandma.
I called grandma crying.
No, don't act like you were just trying to protect me. You protected yourself and you protected him. That's what you you did. That's why you can't think of. That's why you can't think of anything else to say. All you're saying is the same thing.
I'm the victim too.
She acts like it. She acts
I'm
like
not
it.
saying that only you're the victim. I'm the victim too. I walked in.
How are you the victim?
I walked in on my ex
Doing what?
sexually abusing another child. Another child. Not Maribel, not Samantha.
Well,
another child.
Yeah. And what did you do?
I took him to his mom's house
No. When you saw it happening, you saw it with your own eyes. What did you do?
I yelled. I was bitching. I didn't know what to do.
Oh, you were bitching.
I yelled. I didn't know what to do. The kids were right there.
So what did you do?
I took him away from the kids. I took him away. I didn't want him around my kids.
Did you take him away or did you walk out?
No, I didn't walk out. I didn't walk out.
Why did your mother say that you just turned around and walked out?
My mom has always tried to put my kids against me, and it works. It works.
She didn't want you to be close to your kids.
She didn't want me to be close to my kids. She didn't want me to have anything to do with my kids.
Why? Why would your mom lie?
Because my mom has always hated me. My mom has always hated me.
Why?
She's always hated me.
You're always a victim.
She had a child and she said, I'm going to hate this child.
Well, she did.
So then you walked in, you took your ex out of the room.
I took him away from
the kids.
Yes, but I called the cops that night.
When? How long after the incident?
6 hours.
Why'd you wait 6 hours?
Because I didn't know what to do. Because I didn't want CPS.
You didn't know what to do?
I didn't want CPS
How did you know to call the cops?
I called my mom crying and I told her what happened.
So your mom said, call the police.
Yes.
So
I was crying.
You needed your mother who hates you.
I needed my mom to come to.
You needed your mama who hates you to tell you, hey, just got sexually assaulted. You better call the cops.
I wanted my mom to come to San Antonio.
You have no mother instinct.
And you do?
I do.
No, you don't.
I do because I will never put my daughter through what you put me through.
Let's bring your daughter, your sister, Samantha up. How's your mom treated you?
You treated me like garbage. You
Okay.
You treated me like I was nothing.
Okay.
You abused us. You threw stuff at us. All we ever wanted was for you to love us. You were supposed to be our mother. You didn't take care of us. You're not our mother. Yes, you gave birth to us, but you are not our mother.
Okay.
A mother would not do this to us.
Okay. Not saying anymore.
You were supposed to love us.
Okay.
Now, did your mom ask you to communicate with the sexual abuser?
Yes.
She says she didn't tell you to do that. That you
It was
wanted.
my birthday, and after we had went out to eat, it was a visit because we were still in CPS. After we had went out to eat, she had the phone. She handed it to me and she said, talk. I didn't know who was on the phone. I didn't know who it was. So I started talking to this man who was still in prison at the time. But still, why would you get me to talk to someone? You walked in molesting a kid. A kid!
If she
fails, either way,
it's a done deal. Either way.
Either way, whether I'm saying the truth or not. So I don't want to know.
You're not saying the truth. You're running again.
You're running away. It's like you don't know how to. Come on.
I'm glad I'm wearing my Fitbit today.
Why are you running away, huh?
Why are you running?
Why are you running? Is it
knew
because
what we were
you're
coming
wrong?
for. You knew
know
what we
you're
were coming
wrong? That's what it is, right? You know you're wrong, right? You know you're wrong. And you know why are you running away? Is it because you can't? Oh, I'm about to drag her back. Drag me back! Drag me back!
All right, listen, we're going to go out on stage, we're going to read the results, and we're going to get to the bottom of this, okay?
Come on.
Okay. All right, listen. Very, very confrontational. I mean, on some level, on some level, you can understand.
You don't know. It's worse when you're not around.
But you know what
it's worse. They've gang up on me. They've beat me up.
How old are you? How old are you?
It doesn't matter.
Okay, but my point is you're a grown woman, right?
I just wanted them. I want them away from me. I want them out of my face.
They're over there.
I want them out of my face.
Okay, they're not in your face.
They are in my face. They're right there. They're in my face.
They're your daughters.
I don't care. I'm done with them.
Okay,
I'm done.
We're going to read the results, and then you're going to go on your way. I have 2 children, and if they didn't want anything to do with me, if they all hated me, and if my own parents hated me, I would have
Just
to say,
get them away from me,
I'd have
please,
to say,
Steve.
you know what, Steve?
Get them away from me.
Maybe you're the problem. And the saddest thing in my life would be is if my kids hated me.
How can you see that they're not
But
the problem?
I wouldn't blame my kids for hating me.
come
I'd
on.
have to say, I did something wrong. So we asked you, did you have knowledge that Maribel was being sexually abused by your ex prior to contacting the police? Did you ever observe your ex sexually abuse Maribel? Did you ever have knowledge that Samantha was being sexually abused by your ex prior to contacting the police? Did you ever observe your ex sexually abuse Samantha? You answered no. And we didn't get results. We got inconclusive results because you were purposefully being non-cooperative.
I did the lie detector test.
You didn't do it. You
I
don't
did
do
it.
Listen, I've done almost 3,000 shows now. We do this lie
I've
detector all the
done
time.
I've done the test.
You wouldn't answer. You talked. You were moving around. You did not want to answer. You did not want to cooperate with the lie detector test. So unfortunately, we couldn't get a conclusive result because she took steps to evade answering the question.
You said you were going to take the lie detector test. You said you were going to do it for us.
She knew.
Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. You're a disrespectful little bitch.
Listen.
That's what you are.
Listen.
Disrespectful little bitch. Ever since you can talk.
Okay.
Ever since Maribel can talk, both of you are disrespectful.
We asked you, have you ever obtained a credit card in Maribel's name? You answered no. Have you ever used Maribel's name for any utility bill? You answered no. Have you ever used Maribel's name for the purpose of committing tax fraud? You answered no. Have you ever used Maribel's name for the purpose of committing fraud? You answered no. Have you ever obtained a credit card in Samantha's name? She answered no. Have you ever used Samantha's name for the purpose of committing fraud? She answered no, and it came back that Cindy did not tell the truth. Okay. So she's stealing from both of you. She used fraud on both of you.
But the first one came inconclusive, but this one came out lying.
Do I have to explain it to you again,
Lying
genius?
all the time.
Sorry.
You're not running anymore.
Okay.
You ruined our lives, and you keep on doing it.
At you,
But I'm your favorite.
little bitch.
But I'm your favorite.
Yes, you're
Crazy.
And I regret having you. I regret having you. I don't want anything to do with you.
Because every time we try to rekindle our relationship, you just
This man.
all you know how to everything up and play the victim.
You're crazy.
I want to tell you something.
No, I don't want
I wanna
anything
tell-
to do with
I'm
them.
going to say something
I'm
to you,
so
and then you
happy.
can go, okay?
Because you know
I
what?
want to
We
say
do
something to you,
everything for
and then you can go.
We do
Okay.
everything for
I
your
want to tell you,
daughters,
you're
It's
my
okay.
favorite.
because they're not going to take her away.
You're my favorite. You're my favorite mother. Just like Maribel's your favorite, you are
And the
mothers I've
And
ever had
they're
on
the
my show.
worst daughters
And you
you
can take
even
your
know.
ass and get the hell out of my studio. We don't want mothers and children not to be together, but I can honestly say, you are way better off with her out without, not in your life.
We just came to get the closure we needed.
You know the truth now, and I hope that you can find, love and comfort in each other and the rest of your siblings, and you just cut her out of your life.
Right.
Thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
She's
I'm
your
a huge
biggest
fan.
Thank you. Thanks for coming on. Did Cindy learn her lesson and beg her daughters for forgiveness? Not even close. Watch this.
She's crazy.
Yeah, I mean...
She's crazy. That's all I have to say. She's crazy.
The last time your mother was here, and I said it, we've been doing this show for 18 years. She'd be in the top 3 worst mothers of all time.
Right.
And that's saying quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
What I don't understand, why is she so angry at you?
I believe that it's spite from the last show. I believe that she's angry with herself, and she's taking it out on me because she has no one else in her life. No one else talks to her, and she's taking it out on me and my family. This is last straw.
What happened after the show when you were here?
I took your advice. I stopped talking to her, completely cut her out of my life. Around Christmas time, Dominic's grandma did pass away. She was like his mom. She raised him. So seeing him go through that took a toll on us. Well, fast forward, the next month, January, was my birthday. She showed up at my door. I had no contact with her. I didn't know she was going to show up. She showed up at my door. She showed up with gifts, not only for me, but for my daughter, and some food. And I accepted. I was like, thank you, because, his grandma did pass our support system. So I said, thank you. Will I ever trust her? No. But I did, accept it. And
did you kind of start establishing a relationship again at that point?
I wouldn't say a relationship. I would say talking, not a relationship. I wouldn't say I was close to her.
No,
again.
but you're talking with her, right?
Right.
And how is
cordial.
that to have her back and at least talking with your mom?
It was difficult because, me and my fiance, we were arguing a lot because of it. Yeah. Just because, what she's doing, how she is.
Well, the way she talked to you in that show.
Right.
I mean,
right.
She's despicable. Yeah. And then, stealing from you, the whole molestation thing. She's just such a terrible mom, but she wants to blame her kids and everybody else.
She wants to blame everyone else but herself.
Yeah.
And she needs to look within herself. She's a problem.
Tell me about your fiancé.
He's a great dad. He loves his daughter.
I think she's laughing backstage.
It's funny to her. It's funny to her. And, she's going to make a fool out of herself, and I just can't wait for her to do it.
What happened last Monday?
Last Monday, we were at her house. We were moving furniture. I don't remember why we got in an argument, and we just did. And she told a guy that she liked, not even her boyfriend, a guy that she liked, to take me and my fiance home. 5 minutes later, he gets a text message, "You're sleeping with my daughter." And then, fast forward, the night comes, she texts me that, the first message. I ignored it. She texts me the second message, and that's when it went more into detail of what she said.
And she's sending you,
right.
I saw it.
That was the first message that I ignored.
And that's saying your fiancé is molesting your child.
Right.
But then on the tape, she admitted she was lying.
Right, so...
What she's alleging that Dominic was naked below the waist in front of the baby?
Well, first she says that she's seen him molesting her.
Yeah.
Her second story was he was completely naked. Now she's saying he's naked from the waist down? What's up with all the lies? There's 3 different stories.
What is she accusing you of?
She's accusing me of allowing it to happen. Because I was, in the message it says, "Oh, you're sleeping next to them, you're allowing it to happen."
What about your mother's doing meth?
Right, crazy.
She's doing meth in front of your 1-year-old?
It's crazy. And then she says that I know that, you see, again with the lies,
you're allowing her to do meth.
I'm allowing, again with the lies.
Yeah. Well, let's bring your mom out, Cindy.
Because you stole my truck. Because you stole my truck.
Who cares about the truck? Who cares about the truck? You're making lies about my family. You're making lies. 3 different stories.
What happened? I admit it.
Why did you wake me up? You said you
because you weren't gonna about it anyways. You didn't
wake me up. This is my family.
your family. Dominic ain't worth a.
You're not worth nothing. You're evil. You're
evil, bitch. You're evil.
You have big
You're evil.
cojones for coming back. You have
You're
big
evil.
cojones.
You're evil.
You have big cojones.
You're evil.
Okay. Okay.
I was saying the last time you were here, in the beginning of the show, you were saying that she's your favorite.
Yeah, she's always been my favorite.
I'm your favorite, but you do
Yes,
this to my
you
family.
can laugh all you want.
You destroy me like this? You trying to take away my daughter?
It was her birthday, but I was thinking about my grandbaby. So yes, I did buy her a box of Pampers, wipes, clothes, food, and I took it to her. Not to kiss her ass, but because I was thinking about my baby, about
Not your
my
baby.
grandbaby.
Not your baby.
My
If
grandbaby,
she was
my
your grandbaby,
grandbaby.
you would have never put us and her in
No,
this
you're the one that
situation.
put us here.
You put us here.
You put us here,
with your
bitch.
lies.
Okay, but you.
You can call me all you want. You
Okay.
can call me.
But you said you make this claim that her fiance.
No, I admit it. I admit
But
it.
why would you make? You're a mom. Why would you make up a story of her fiance?
Because she pissed
molesting-
me off because she stole my
Oh,
truck
wow.
and she tried
Who
to kiss
gives a
my
damn
ass.
about the truck?
I do.
Who gives a damn
I
about the truck? This is my family. My family.
So they didn't respond to it, and then you say Dominic was naked with the baby.
do. Yeah,
Right.
he was naked
said
next to
the-
her.
That's
Now, was
The-
that
the
was that true?
pants down
Was that true,
and-
or are you making that up?
No, it wasn't sexual. He was asleep. She
But
was
first
asleep
it was
next
sexual.
to him.
But first it was sexual. What is it?
I admit
What is
it.
it?
I admit it.
I don't give a damn what you admitted.
I don't give a either.
Are you okay having this type of relationship with your daughter? You're on national TV. You're calling her a bitch.
Because she
Girlfriends?
is. She
Okay.
is. You
But
just
this
don't
is-
even know.
Okay.
She is. She faked right. The last show,
Can
she
I-
was faking.
Okay.
You come on. I know you've seen it.
Instead of pointing the finger at everybody, you got to examine your own life, right? You don't have a relationship with your daughters. You come here and you call them the most vile names. You stole from them. You're making false accusations. You've gone to prison because of the decisions you made in your past. Do you ever wake up and say, I need to change my life?
Yeah, I'm better without them. I am so much better without them. I am.
But you showed up at my door.
Isn't that the saddest thing? You have
Not
children?
to kiss your ass.
Okay.
Not to kiss your
Should have
ass.
never showed up.
Hold on. But, I mean, isn't that such a sad state that you're in, that you have children and you think that you're better off without them?
I am better off
Then
without
if
them.
you were better off without them, why are you going over on her birthday
Because-
giving her stuff?
because I went
but you
for
have
the
to
baby.
but you have to be, you seeing her. If you don't want her in your life, stay
But
away
I-
from her.
But I did it for the baby.
You smoking meth in front of the baby.
She knows what I do.
No,
She knows.
no.
You know what I do.
No,
you
no,
know
no,
Dominic
no.
knows what I do.
Okay,
Come on.
okay. You lie all the time. You're evil.
But
You're
why?
evil.
You
why-
know what I
I don't
do.
want you in my life no
hey,
more. You're evil.
you
I don't
can-
want you in my life.
Why do you do that though? Like, forget what she knows.
She's in my house.
You're
I
50
tell her to get out of my room. She don't get out of my room.
So you can smoke meth.
What I do is my business.
And
What
my
I do
business
is my
because you're doing it
business.
in front of my daughter. So then it becomes my business.
You know because you're in the room too.
No.
You're in the room
Okay.
too.
What? Why are you getting close for?
You're in
What?
the room too.
I'm not gonna fight you. I'm not gonna fight you.
Not
got you.
here.
God
Not here.
don't like
But
ugly.
you hit me
Hold
when
on.
we were at my house.
God don't like
Okay.
ugly.
Okay.
And you're ugly. You're ugly all the way around. You might be pretty in the face and everything, but your inside
Okay.
is ugly.
Dominic, your fiance, he couldn't be here in
Fiancé,
person.
he's he ain't no fiancé.
He's joining us. Okay. Hey,
He
Dominic.
can't even do her.
How you doing, Dominic?
I'm doing great.
This is a potential mother-in-law for you.
She's not considered no mother-in-law.
Yeah. What?
That's not what you told me 2 weeks ago.
Woman,
When
you're
you were
pathetic.
staying with me.
Let him talk. You
You're
did enough
pathetic.
talking.
You're
Go ahead.
pathetic. You're
Bitch,
pathetic.
please.
What do you want to say to her? What do you want to say to her, to Cindy?
You're wrong for making false accusations on me, knowing damn well I would never hurt my daughter in that way. You're wrong for every decision you made to get your daughters and your other kids into CPS because you're not a mom. You're not a mom. You're not a grandma. You're nothing. You shouldn't even be a
You
part
ain't
of.
nothing. You left the baby without milk, without Pampers, bitch.
Dominic, did you know that she was smoking meth in front of your
He
daughter?
does, he does it
no.
too.
that.
Pathetic.
I love it.
Pathetic.
Why don't you come next time?
Okay.
You come next time. Come next time and take a lie detector test on what you do in front of the baby.
Okay.
What does she? Okay, hold on. What does he do in front of the baby?
Not a damn thing.
Tell
He
me.
smokes with me. He buys
What
for
did
me.
he do?
He smokes with me all the time.
Okay.
Woman, you're making
Okay,
a lot.
bull.
Is
All
that true?
right, you need to know.
Okay.
You need to know.
Okay.
You need to know.
Okay. Is that true? Do you smoke?
You're such a liar.
Do you-
You're such a liar.
Would you please be
I'm on
quiet?
probation for 10 years, woman.
Do you?
I can't.
Okay, I'll call your probation officer to
Do you-
humiliate you.
Do you?
Call her.
Hold on.
I'll do it.
Let me,
Because
hey,
it's true.
Dominic, just let me ask you. Do you smoke meth with her?
No.
Do you go
No.
buy it for her?
Oh my
No.
God.
No.
He's such a liar. He's such a liar.
Okay. Yeah, let her go. She wants to go. She'll be back.
I love it.
All right. So you said the reason why you can't be here is you're on probation. You've been on probation for 10 years, right?
Well, for a year, yes, I've been on probation, but I have 10 years that I'm doing.
Right. But I'm saying when you're on probation, you got to take drug tests and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
And if you
Right.
fail a drug test, they could throw you back in prison.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'd be pretty dumb on your part to do that. And
Right.
Is that
especially with Cindy, because, you know, she'll drop a dime on anybody.
anything?
We know the truth. I love you.
All right, Maribel, you came and took a lie detector test. You know, Dominic couldn't be here, so we
Right.
gave you a test about the molestation. And we asked you, do you have any knowledge that Dominic has molested your daughter? You answered no. Did you witness Dominic ever sexually abuse your daughter? You answered no. On the day in question, did you witness your child's father laying in bed next to your child with no underwear or pants on? You answered no. Your results came back all the same, and it came back that Maribel told the truth.
Crazy.
It's pathetic.
No,
Swear.
I can't breathe no more.
I just want to say this. When I do this show, I really do feel better about my own life sometimes. Only because I was fortunate, my mother's still alive, and she was a wonderful mother my whole life, you know? There for me, you know, I would do something bad, she'd stick up for me, you know what I mean? Like, she would always have my back. She never called me a name, never stole from me. And I think probably 99% of the people in here would say that about their own mother. Like, that's not unusual what I'm saying about my mother. You all probably have mothers, most of you, like me. And you got this. Like,
Crazy, right?
it's unbelievable.
Had to deal with it my whole life.
Okay, so one, she already admits that she lied about
Right.
Dominic with the sexual molestation. She admits to smoking meth in front of your child. Like, what moron does that?
This
Like,
is it.
Yeah. So anyways, she came here. We tried to give her a lie detector test, but she's untestable due to all her admitted recent meth use. So if you're doing meth, we can't test you. She admits that she does meth, so is it, you know, a reach to think that everything that she would be tested on, that she would fail? I would assume so. But I'm afraid if you ever open the door and keep letting her in, this is going to damage this relationship. It's
It
going
is.
to damage the relationship that you have with your sister, with your children. I mean, you can hear her screaming from back here.
Right.
That's super
She's
toxic.
crazy.
Yeah, she's crazy.
loony.
And you need to stay away from it. And I hope
Yes.
you do.
I am.
Thanks for coming
Thank
on.
you, Steve.
Good luck to you. Good luck this week.
I love you, honey. I see you at home.